And by the way, that was Reid Hoffman. He is the founder and chairman of LinkedIn. I asked him about the charge that LinkedIn is boring, and also that it is populated by old people. The median age is north of 40. I'm north of 42, so what do you say to the charge that you have a boring social network full of old people? And he said, like somebody who'd give you a job. So it is worthwhile to be on LinkedIn for that purpose, because you never know when you might be looking for a job, even if you're not at the moment. And you ideally would also like to cultivate this professional image that gets you recruited to bigger and better things. Well-developed profiles, besides the resume stuff, will include recommendations. Other people have recommended you or recommended this person that you're looking at. And by the way, to get your own recommendations, the best way is to ask. Ask somebody who you used to work for or work for currently, who you've done a good job for, if they would give you that little blurb there. It shows group memberships, which shows you something about their affinities. Again, this is probably good for finding people who are promoting themselves. You're finding people who want to be found. It's not like going on one of those services where you're trying to look up people's unlisted phone numbers. These are people who are putting themselves out there. Now, if you have a direct connection to somebody, you can instantly send them a message. If you are 2 steps away, in other words, I know Joe and Joe knows this guy who I want to connect with, I can ask Joe to introduce us. There's a way of sort of electronically doing that I will show you. Also, if you have an upgraded account, you can send what's called in-mail. You can send a limited number of direct messages to people every month. And the thing about LinkedIn is everything is structured around limits. I think it's kind of an economic theory that everything has kind of a price. Not just that there are paid upgrades, but there are limits. There's sort of an economic cost of reaching out to somebody. If you want to reach out directly, you can only do it so many times per month. So you're not going to be spamming people. Part of the spam phenomenon is that it costs a fraction of a penny to email 1,000 people. On LinkedIn, there's a little bit more deliberate messaging involved.